Hey everybody, it's Christine up with a new layout for the scrap room using the Flavors of the Month kit. And this one happens to feature Simple Stories Lemon Twist. So I love this collection. I loved the first time I worked with it. And so I was super excited to have another chance to work with it. So I'm starting things off by tearing some papers because I'm going to have some torn edges. I always feel like with a kit that has a little bit of a vintage vibe to it, like this one, torn paper is a great addition. It's an easy way to go with the look of distress and everything that is already there. So I've laid out that yellow plaid across the center of white cardstock. I'm going to use just a white background, which really in the end is just going to be the very outer edges. And I have put down a 7-inch, that plaid paper is 7 inches wide. So it covers quite a bit of the paper already. And then I'm going to mix it up using both this yellow printed paper and this turquoise printed paper. I guess a teal, turquoise, I don't know which color you want to call it. And I'm going to use those alternating for the outer edges, creating some torn edges vertically across the layout. And you can see I'm just kind of pulling up those edges as I go to really make the torn stand out. And then I'm going to flip it out. You can see I'm using the same paper. I guess I should point that out as well. So you saw I just put adhesive on the back side, which looks like I should have been using the front side, and flipped it. The only tricky thing with this was the back side has some actual print on it as far as text goes. And so I needed to make sure that I had cut vertically so that my words weren't going all wonky, or they were at least tucked in underneath enough that it wasn't obvious that there was any text. So that was definitely a factor in this. But you can see I'm creating just very small or thin but tall layers of torn paper. Lately, pretty much every time I work with one of the Simple Stories, Simple Vintage collections, I end up using torn paper. It's just been a go-to, and it just creates so many beautiful layers when you do that. And this kit makes it especially easy. So in addition to the Flavors of the Month kit, I'm also using the embellishment kit, the patterned paper kit, lots of different pieces and parts in here. And then I am going to get multiple photos on there, as is fairly typical. Every once in a while I just do one photo, but today it's going to include several. These are pictures of my kids on the banks of the Mississippi River at sunset. So they have a little bit of a darker feel to them, but one of my sons is wearing a striped shirt that has kind of that teal color in it. And another one is wearing a shirt that also has kind of that teal color in it. And so I felt like it was a good complement to this collection. This collection is pretty much, it's lighthearted in theme, but it really doesn't have any significant, overwhelming theme that you couldn't make it work for nearly any picture. So now you can see I have set up my pictures to be horizontal across the layout. They are off kilter. They're not all perfectly straight. The one that is pretty close to straight is the biggest one. And then I've also used some of the stickers tucked underneath the smaller ones. Kind of some label stickers, I guess I would call them. And then I'm going to build out my title and everything with these puffy stickers. So I was super excited to see these puffy stickers as part of the page kit, embellishment kit, because they're so great because they add dimension and they're bigger, so they're great for titles. They're just a really great addition. So I'm always excited when she works those in there as well. And so I am using those. I built out my title, Best Life Ever, and then I'm using them to just build out a few little clusters down at the bottom, including a border, just to help bring the eye all the way down the layout since I don't have any big words or anything. So I'm combining both that and then the 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock stickers that you see up there as well to, again, help build it out. But those ones are flat, so they give some they give a difference to the torn paper that's got dimension and texture, and the foam stickers that have that dimension and texture as well. Be sure to head to the website. It's still pretty early in the month, and check out all of the kits for this month as well as your add-on options. Definitely one of my favorite kits. I would say probably in the last 6 months. I really love everything in this month's Flavors of the Month kit and Double Shot kit. So, you know, I always enjoy it, but there's definitely certain months where it's more of your favorite, and this is definitely one of them. So be sure to check that out over at the scraproom.com. Actually, it's scraproom.com. I'll link you to it down below because there's a dash in there too. Anyways, check it out and see what she's still got available, or get on the list for next month, so you too can get 4 new page kits every month, plus you can get 2 more with the Double Shot, plus you can get embellishments, plus patterned paper, plus cardstock, you name it. She's got all kinds of fun options for you to create a variety of pages. And you can see my layout is just about done. Very simple, but doesn't look that way. Because of the torn layers, because of lots of stickers, it looks more complicated than it actually is. But if you just pull up a picture of it, you can easily put this one together just like that yourself. So thank you so much for stopping by today. If you aren't already a subscriber here, I would love to have you as one, so please hit that subscribe button. And as I mentioned, be sure to head to the scrap room, check things out. We also have a page or a group on Facebook that you can check out as well, where we do challenges and stuff. So you can check that out. Just search for the Scrap Room group. Thanks for being here. Have a great weekend, and we will see you again next time.